they used to clown me. They used to be like, who's gonna buy his records, Gotti? Chihuahuas, he's barking. No one wants to hear that.
Y'all, you won't believe what's been going down between Jay-Z and Irv Gotti. Just when we thought the tea couldn't get any hotter, Irv spilled some wild secrets that will make you question everything about Jay's rise to the top. Buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you is deeper than we ever imagined. Get ready for the story that changed hip-hop forever and left legends shook. Okay, so we know the world of hip-hop has never been shy of drama, but this is on another level. Irv Gotti, the mastermind behind Murder Inc., recently opened up about why he really distanced himself from Jay-Z. And trust me, it's juicier than any diss track you've ever heard. Irv didn't just walk away because of business. Oh no, there was a whole lot of backstabbing, sneaky moves, and straight-up betrayal behind the scenes. Let's rewind to when Jay-Z and Irv were tight and everything seemed perfect. But surprise, surprise, Jay wasn't just about the music. He was out here sabotaging people's careers and crushing anyone who got in his way. And yes, we're talking about some big names like DMX and Dame Dash. Jay apparently had this massive ego and wanted to be the only one shining in the industry. Can you even imagine? Irv spilled on the Drink Champs podcast that things between him and Jay went sour after he saw how Jay was treating people like pawns, wrecking careers left and right. Jay didn't just want to be the king of rap, he wanted to control the whole game. And get this, Irv wasn't safe from Jay's shady moves either. Y'all remember DMX? That unstoppable force with the gruff voice and the hardcore bars? Yeah, well, it turns out Jay-Z didn't even want DMX signed to Def Jam because he was jealous. That's right. The real reason Jay wasn't backing DMX wasn't because he didn't think X could sell records. He knew DMX was a star, and that's what scared him the most. Jay was intimidated because DMX was about to take over, and Jay couldn't handle that heat. Irv told this wild story about the first time he ever brought up signing DMX. Jay and Dame Dash legit laughed at him. Can you believe that? But Irv had a vision and wasn't about to let Jay's insecurity stand in the way. Fast forward, DMX goes on to become a legend, while Jay's out here low-key sabotaging their collaboration because he couldn't deal with being outshined on a track.
You know what I'm saying? Used to be my dog, he was in my left, you know, screenwriter died, I thought you would die with me, you know. What happened was, you know, like I said, I had a crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I couldn't do the 6th album.
And if you think that's messy, we're just getting started. Irv also exposed Jay for being the reason Roc-A-Fella records didn't stand the test of time. I mean, we all knew there was tension between Jay and Dame Dash, but honey, it's deeper than we thought. Jay allegedly tried to swoop in on Dame's girl Aaliyah. And y'all, that was the beginning of the end for their partnership. Dame Dash had already told the world about Jay's sneaky behavior, like sending Aaliyah flowers and inviting her to private parties behind Dame's back. But no one knew that this was the real reason Roc-A-Fella crumbled until Irv came out with the tea. Jay was out here pretending he didn't need anyone, but at the same time, he was stepping on his own people to get ahead. And let's talk about that joint album that never saw the light of day. You've probably heard about the rumored collaboration between Jay, DMX, and J. Rule. It was supposed to be epic, but of course Jay couldn't handle DMX taking the spotlight, so he made sure the album never dropped. According to Irv, both DMX and Ja Rule were down for it, but Jay kept pulling back. Irv even tried twice to get the album made, but Jay's ego just wouldn't let it happen. Jay was smart, too smart maybe. He knew that if he got in a room with DMX, he'd have to face the fact that X might actually be better than him. And that, well, that wasn't something Jay was willing to risk. But it gets worse. Y'all ready for this? When Jay became president of Def Jam, he completely sabotaged DMX's 6th album. Yep, you heard that right. DMX had already given Def Jam 5 consecutive #1 albums, but as soon as Jay got that power, he made sure X's next project tanked. DMX even spilled that Jay was all friendly at first, calling him up like, yo, finish that album. But then suddenly, Jay's off on vacation, and DMX's album just disappeared. Coincidence? I don't think so. DMX saw right through it though. He knew Jay was just trying to eliminate the competition so he could make his big comeback without anyone standing in his way. It was a cold move, but are we even surprised at this point? But the drama doesn't stop there. Irv Gotti wasn't the only one who felt the sting of Jay's betrayal. Jay went even further by teaming up with 50 Cent to get back at Irv for trying to sign Nas during their infamous feud. Y'all remember when Nas and Jay were at each other's throats, right? Well, Irv thought it was just business, but Jay took it real personal. Irv's brother even came out and said that Jay looked Irv in the eyes like, you're my man, but you're messing with my enemy, and you know Jay wasn't about to let that slide. So what did he do? He got all buddy-buddy with 50 Cent, who had been beefing with Irv and Murder Inc. for years. Jay and 50 went on tour together, did a sneaker deal, and even filmed commercials, all while Irv's out here getting iced out of the industry. And just when you thought this couldn't get any pettier, Jay took things up a notch. He allegedly teamed up with Diddy and literally destroyed a distribution deal that Irv and Suge Knight were trying to set up. The plan was to unite all the top black artists so they could finally stop these big record labels from taking advantage of them. But Jay wasn't having it. He got with Diddy and stopped the deal cold by snitching them out to the feds. Like, can you imagine being that cutthroat? By now, Irv had seen enough. He wasn't just backing away from Jay, he was running. And honestly, can you blame him? The industry is ruthless. But Jay-Z took things to a whole new level. People are still talking about it, with some even saying Jay and Beyonce will eventually have to face the music for all these moves. But hey, what do y'all think? Is Jay-Z really the villain in this story? Or was Irv just salty because he couldn't keep up? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to click on my next video for more piping hot tea. And there you have it, folks. If this story didn't shock you, I don't know what will. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any of the messiest celebrity gossip. Until next time, keep sipping that tea.